What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Irish Airlines, and today we're back with another real flight simulator video. I'm covering the update. I'm a little bit late, I'm always late, but sure, look, I hope you enjoy either way. They've added the A320 Neo, they've done a rework of the A330, A340, the A320 cockpit was redone, there's new rules for ATC. I think this update is great, personally, from what I've seen so far. They've also added an event server, so if Rortos hold any events, that's where it's going to be at. This is the last update as well, where you get to pick your gate. And here is the Neo. I think they have done an incredible job. I was going to do this on the ATC server as a pilot, but all of this stuff kept coming up on the screen telling me who was in ATC in Paris and I'm in Heathrow, and I just wasn't bothered. So I went on to the multiplayer server. But so far, the model of the Airbus A320 Neo is incredible. I think they've done really good. Okay, so that is something I've noticed a lot since this update. There's planes that kind of vertically take off and then they crash back down, and I don't really know what's happening. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I think there we go again. I don't know what's happening. But either way, here's the cockpit of the A320 Neo. I think they've done an incredible job. I really like this aircraft. They've actually changed up the engine sounds a little bit as well, which is something I'm so happy about, because I hate when flight simulators use generic engine sounds for all their aircraft. Here we have Concorde 2.0 vertically taking off. But yeah, let me know what you think of the model of the plane. It took so long here to get through. I thought I was going to lose my nose here to a Concorde, so I put the engines at 100 thrust just to show intimidation. It didn't work, but an A320 Neo, oh what? So we have a Norwegian, and I'm not sure what the other airline is, taking off vertically together in harmony. But I do think they've made an incredible attempt at this aircraft. It's very nicely detailed. The model is quite accurate based on Rortos standards. The nose is pretty good too, and we all know they don't do well with noses, so thumbs up on that. But yeah, I'm going to be quiet for a second so you can hear the engines.
80 knots. V1. Rotate.
And finally, we can rotate. So yeah, overall, I have to say I'm going to give them a 9 out of 10 for this update. For everything that's included. I'm so happy to see they've added rules for ATC, which is another big thing that used to bother me, because people would just sit there and do nothing. So the fact that it's kicking people out for being inactive now is great. I decided I'd land and take off again. I don't know why, but I'm including it anyway, just to show how majestic this aircraft is. Here we have the Shamrock A330. They have done such a good job with the remodel of this. The nose is actually fairly accurate now, whereas before it was absolutely terrible. I chose this Aer Lingus livery because, let's be honest, I personally think it looks better on the A330 than the latest livery. It's too big and too bland. So yeah, I don't know if they've done anything to the cockpits. Those that play RFS all the time, let me know if it's changed at all. But the exterior model of the aircraft, they've done a great job on, so props to Rortos on that. Let me know what you think. Do you like the old or new Aer Lingus livery? Let me know down below. The Lufthansa A340, they have also done a pretty good job on the rework of this, because again, it was all down to the nose. I personally think they just have a thing about nose, they can never really get it accurate. But either way, I think they've done a great job in it, and it looks great with the new Lufthansa livery, which is something I've took a liking to in the last couple of weeks. I don't know why. Again, if anything's changed in the cockpit, let me know. I don't play it enough to know, so in the comment section, let me know what's changed and hasn't changed. So now jumping into the boots of ATC. I am still as terrible as I was a few weeks ago at ATC, and I went back to the approach frequency, which I have no idea why. If you don't know, you'll be in the tower, you will have an overview of the entire airport. I then noticed this guy say intentions. I wanted to know what he was doing in my airspace, because you know I have that authority now. I know it's virtual, but come on guys, let me have it. So we full established. He requested vector. I panicked because I still don't know the heading of any airport. So yeah, I gave him a random vector. And then he told me to stand by. so I watched him. I wanted to put all the pressure on this guy. I was going to tell him to divert, I think. I told him to hold, actually. I just wanted him to leave, and then he left the frequency. In fairness though, he did pretty much butter that landing, so I can't really say much. If that was me, I probably would have listened to the ATC for my own sake. But yeah, so that's the update overall. I hope you're enjoying it. Let me know down below what you think so far. I think every update so far from Rortos, especially the last couple of them, have been so good. I'm just watching this guy again. I'm still, you know, trying to show that pressure and intimidation for changing frequency. But either way, you guys, let me know what you think down below. Let me know if the cockpits of the A330 or A340 have changed, or is it just the exterior. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, consider slapping that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already for more content. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching.